Welcome to Mixing Things Up. We're going to make this beautiful flamingo wreath today using the curl and the ruffle method. Today we're going to be using 18 pipe cleaners, and I'm going to do 6 on rows 1 and 2, and I'm going to do 12 on the outside rows on rows 3 and 4. So I put some tape on here. So rows 1 and 2, we're going to put a pipe cleaner around rows 1 and 2. And then put a pipe cleaners on the outside 2 rows on 3 and 4. Okay, so 6 on the middle and 12 on the outside. And I always start at a crossbar. And just put it towards the middle. And only 6 on the inside. And just continue that around on each crossbar. Okay, so now you're going to move to the outside, rows 3 and 4. And I'm going to start on a crossbar here. And there's 6 crossbars, so you're going to put one on each crossbar. And then in the middle of each crossbar. So you'll do 1 here, 1 in the, you're gonna do, here's two crossbars here, and you're gonna do 1 in the middle. And that'll give you 12. We are going to cut our mesh at 20 inch for our ruffles. So we're going to need 9 cuts of 20 inch. So 20 inches. And we'll need 9 of these. We are going to need 36 curls cut at 10 inches. And since I have 2 different colors, we're going to have to cut 18 times. that we have our mesh cut, we're gonna add it to our wreath frame. And so I wanna do every other one with the curls, with the ruffles, I'm sorry. So every other one, we're gonna do a ruffle. So I always fold this under 2 times, then I'll put my ruffle tool on there, turn it around, and then I'm gonna ruffle this up twice, and then I'm just gonna, oops. You don't wanna have that out there like that, because that will stick out. You don't want that to stick out. Okay, so you're gonna put this, fold this down, and fold it under, and then you're gonna ruffle it towards you. Okay. And you can put them, you can start on the bottom or the other top. I'm gonna go ahead and start on the bottom. I'm gonna open up all my ties. If you see this really bad bruise that I have on my arm, I had went to the doctor and they took, put an IV in, and that's a huge bruise. Okay. Okay, and then we're gonna do our blue one. Fold it under 2 times, and you can fold it under however many times you want to. Like, you can do it 2 times, 3 times, 4 times if you want. I'm just gonna do it twice. Okay, and I'm gonna ruffle it up towards me. Put it in my zip tie or my pipe cleaner, and just round it up 2 times. Two more, and just do every other one. I'm gonna do that all on the bottom and on the top, but I'm just gonna continue on. Okay, so now we're gonna move to the top, and we're gonna open up all of our ties on the top part. Makes it easier when you put your ruffles in there. And we only have 6 on the top, okay? And just do the same exact thing. Do it twice, and you can do it 3 times. It doesn't matter, you can do it 4 times. Just depends on how you want the end of your curls to be. If you want it to be more curly at the ends, then you'll curl it up more times. If you don't want it as curly at the ends, then you won't curl it as much. And then after we get our ruffles in, Then we're going to put 2 curls in each bundle, in each pipe cleaner. Now we're going to add our curls, and I'm going to just do one of each one in each tie. Go ahead and put your curls in any one of these pipe cleaners. You can start at any one of them. Just put them in there. And when I put my curls in here, I like to do like opposite. So I like to do a pink one, a blue one, and then the pink one on the bottom and the blue on the top. So I like to just rotate them around. And here on the next one, I don't want the blue to be right next to each other. So I want the pink to be opposite. Okay. And just continue all the way around. So now when you go to the top, I do it in the same way. You want to open up all your pipe cleaners. And I'll do the opposite. So since the pink is on top over here, I'll make sure that the blue is on top on this side. Okay? And just open up all your pipe cleaners, and there's only 6 of them on top, so not very many. Okay, and continue on the top. going to be using these 4 ribbons. And I got these 3 ribbons from Craft Outlet, and this one is from Dollar Tree. And I've had this for a long time. So these 2 ribbons are 2.5 inches. This ribbon in the middle is a 1.5 inch, and this one is a 2 inch. So the way I'm gonna put them together is I'm gonna put these 2 together and put these 2 together, okay? Before I cut my ribbons, I kind of want to see how I'm gonna do the ribbons, because the sign that I have is gonna be a very large sign. So the sign is pretty much gonna take over these 2 parts. And then I want to start here in the back at a crossbar to where I know I'm gonna put ribbons here, and a ribbon here, and a ribbon here for sure, and then a ribbon down here, okay? But I don't really want to put ribbons around in the areas where I'm going to completely cover with the sign, because it's a very large sign. So I know I'm going to do these 3 here, and on the inside. I'm more focusing on the inside ones that I want to look at. So I know I'm going to do this one in the middle, and then I want to do these 3 here, okay? And I'm going to put 2 ribbons in each one of these ties. And then on the outside, I'm just going to do 1 ribbon in every tie. So I am going to put 1 in every tie on the outside. But just in here, I'm going to skip these 2. I'm not going to put ribbons in these 2. So then when you turn it around, so I know on the inside, I'm going to put it here and here and here. So I'm going to go ahead and count this up, and then go ahead and cut our ribbons, and I'll let you know how many we're going to cut of each one, okay? Okay, so we're going to need 5 of each ribbon and cut at 12 inches is what we're going to do, okay? So like I said, I always like to cut the 2.5 inch ones together and then cut the 1.5 inch together. This one's like 2 inches, so I'm going to cut that with this here, all 3 of these together. So 12 inches, I'm going to cut. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, and then you're going to cut in the middle here where you have your finger, right here. Cut your ribbon. And then cut the other side. Okay. And like I always say, I line up one side of my ribbons, and then I will not line up the other side. Okay, and there's your ducktails. And you can leave these straight if you want, or you can cut them at a slant. So you can make your ribbons however you want them. And now this side, to make sure that I want all my ribbons to be the same size. So this here is like the shortest one. So you have this one that's short and these ones that are long. So when I cut towards when I fold them in half, I'm going to cut towards the shortest one. Okay. And then there. Now my ribbons are all the same size. Okay. And you're just going to repeat that. And you're going to cut 5 of the 1.5 inch ribbon also. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to put my ribbons together the way that I want them. So I'm going to do, I only have to do 3 sets of them, okay? So just only 3. I'm going to do those 2 together. And since this is going to be on the top, I kind of want to get one that has a good to where you can see the flamingo. Okay. And then these ones here, you're just going to rotate around on the end. Okay, so I'm going to start on the top. And I make sure that I know where I'm going to start. I'm going to start on the crossbar on the top. I'm going to fold my ribbons in half. Okay, and then scrunch it down into the middle. And then I will fluff them out in the inside. And I'll find where my crossbar is at. So we're going to start here. And I'm starting in the middle on the 6 on the inside is where I'm starting. Okay. And then rotate your ribbons. So you're going to do this one on the next one. Oh, you know what? I wanted to put this so I could have more of the flamingos up here on top. Okay? And just fluff out your ribbon and then put your other one in here. I already folded it in half. Okay, and then fluff it out in the middle. I'm gonna go here. Okay. Fold it in half. And then add it to your pipe cleaner. Well, that bruise is really bad. They had to poke me 3 times just to get it right. That was a lot. Okay, and then we're going to do 1 down here on the bottom because our sign, like I said, our sign is really large, so it's going to kind of sit down in here, and I want to have 1 more right here. Okay, fold it in half, find your middle and scrunch it, and fluff out your insides. All right, now with the outside ones, we're just gonna rotate each one, okay? So it doesn't matter which one you start with. Every tie is gonna get a ribbon. Fold it in half. And fluff it out. And just continue that all the way around. You know, when you do things, you don't really notice exactly how you do things unless you pay attention to it. And as I'm paying attention to myself putting these ribbons in here, I noticed that because like sometimes, I remember when I first started doing this, like my thing would slide and I'd have to catch it and I'm trying to get it, trying to fight with it to try to get my ribbons in there. But I noticed that when I'm doing this, that I grab my bottom tie first, that I just grab it and I have this already ready. And then I still am holding this bottom tie, and that's where I put my ribbon in there and hold it down, and then I twist it. So if you ever have problems, you know, trying to get them, getting everything to stay in there good, that's what I just noticed that I do. So figured I might as well say that too, okay? So now we're going to add our sign, okay? And if we need to add more ribbon, we can, you know, in the little two spots that if we want to or if we need to. You can even do like how I just put just 4 ribbons in one of these little ties. You can do a good hefty bow in one of these here if you wanted to make it bigger, a bigger bow, you know. So let's add our sign. Okay, so now we're going to add our sign. And this sign I just made from 2 flamingos from Dollar Tree. And then they have this little shelf thing for like the wood. And I just used the shelf and I painted it and put welcome on it. Okay. And then the shelf already comes with 4 holes in the back or on it. So I just put the wires through the 4 holes. And so now I'm going to go ahead and add that to the wreath. Okay. So I'm going to put my wire through my weeding needle, and I want it to go here, make it kind of even with the ribbons. So I decided that I wanted to have more of these polka dot ribbon in there. It kind of looks off with just having those 3 in the different spots, and you have 2 in the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do 2 ribbons in each tie. And so I'm going to have to take them apart. And I rounded down all my pipe cleaners, so I have to take those off. And then combine the 2 together, okay? So these 2 go together. Okay. And then these 2 go together. I just think it'll look a lot better with having 2 on the outer ring. Sometimes it looks good, sometimes it doesn't. It just depends on your colors and what you have together. And since I like this ribbon better, I'm going to put this one on top. Whatever ribbon that I actually want to see more of, I always put on the top of the other ribbon. You're going to still see both of them, but you'll see more of the top one. Okay, so I'm just going to keep going around and I'm going to add them together. So we're going to need 6 more ribbons of each one. Okay, so I'm going to cut 6 more ribbons of each one. I'm going to cut these 3 together. Cut your 12-inch mark. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so that looks much, much better. I like that so much better. Okay. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Please like, subscribe, and comment. If you would like me to make something or explain more of something, please let me know by leaving a comment below. Thank you again for watching my channel.